Hey guys, this is Jeremy again with Wayne, and this is another What a Shite review. We've moved to another location trying to screw Colossus and that security guard one over one more time. So take that, you asshole security guard. So we just saw Hansel and Gretel, and it wasn't as bad as we thought it would be.
Actually, a friend at work watched the movie yesterday and told me it was really bad. So I came into the movie with very low expectations. Luckily, they were very low enough for me to enjoy this movie.
It wasn't something like totally creative. It was entertainable. That was one thing that this film had going for it the whole time. Is there are a few low points here and there, but you were thoroughly entertained. Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters is a different take on the classic fairy tale. This time the brother and sister team have grown up and they are hunting witches. It's kind of like Van Helsing almost, just with all the special effects and the tools they were using and whatnot. The one thing I'd have to say that got me a little bit annoyed right off the bat was how many times Jeremy Renner put his shotgun on his left shoulder.
I think they were more going for a stylized kind of thing, just showing that he's so badass that he doesn't need to care if the gun's pointing at someone.
Now, the one thing that I thought would be a little bit, crappy would be the 3D, and for the most part it was just for the heck of it. Oh, let's have stuff fly at you. Like, the amount of wood that was flying at me was a bit absurd. But then again, it was made by MTV, which I admit when I saw that, I was like, oh no.
After seeing the MTV's films thing pass by, all of my expectations were met, pretty much. There's lots of blood and gore. There was unnecessary tension between certain people.
And there was just a tit in there. There was just some titties, like, just thrown in. I understand why this film was violent, and I kind of found it funny that there was language in it. There's a moment where they just say, I can't, it's like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
And that was kind of cool. So I thought this was kind of more interesting, this more mature take. But I still was...
No, but what I found kind of irritating, you know how you said that you liked how they added in the swears? I found that if they talked more mature, that could have been the more adult theme kind of thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that I liked what it was doing, but if it was going to be in this direction, I thought that it could have gone a lot more. Like, if it was going to be mature, it should have been way more mature. Like, Quentin Tarantino films have a crap load of swearing in them because of the maturity. This one just is like, oh, we'll just dip in maturity. We'll dip in maturity. More so than just, like, going full-fledged in. Like, I thought that it was nowhere near as violent as it could have been. I still thought it was a decent amount of violence, but I thought that it could have been a lot more in that realm. The acting is so-so, to say the least. Jeremy Renner, you can't tell whether or not he doesn't give a shit that he's doing this movie half the time.
Yeah, I actually liked his acting because it looked like he didn't care, but at the same time he did care.
It's like, just paycheck, me holding a gun again. Yeah, I can do this. I liked how there was makeup. There was a decent amount of makeup. Like, not all of it was CG.
A big thing for that. We should kind of talk about the animatronic troll.
There's an animatronic troll in the movie, and I actually really like that there was an animatronic troll in this movie, because you don't see animatronics in films anymore. You just see CG. I think its eyes were CG'd, but for the most part, its mouth and everything was like, it was a real person in a big costume, and I like that.
I mean, I liked it, but it was really cheesy to look at the same time. You have to admit, though, it was really cheesy.
Okay, yeah, but that's like me. Like, that's why I like the old Star Wars movies. There's also this issue of having this romantic story in it that doesn't really lead to anything except a plot point in the story. So I didn't think it was really that necessary.
I thought so too. I thought just adding this romance section in it was kind of pointless.
The one thing I did have an issue with is the editing. There's two types of films that can be done with fight scenes. Either A, you have long cuts with few edits in between, and you only make the quick edits when it's necessary, or B, you do a load of edits. Just literally any time there's a moment for an edit that can be done, whether it's necessary or not, the edit is done. And that kind of really annoys me. It reminded me of Transported 3, and that movie's a piece of altogether. So for Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, we definitely got something a lot better than we thought we were going to get. We came in expecting to see utter and complete crap, but we got a pretty satisfying I'd have to say. Like, that was a really satisfying If anything, it was like a giggle.
Yeah, it was like...
So guys, that is our second review, and Unlike last time, we had no problems, so take that again, you security card mother. If you guys want to subscribe to this channel, click right here. If you want to check out the other videos, they'll come up right up after this. But thanks for watching, and catch you guys next time.
See ya.